Hello everyone, and welcome to all of my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fellow seekers out there. Today we're going to do a lovely little mindfulness exercise using raisins. This may sound a little silly, but it's a form of eating meditation that is both simple and effective. You may even consider incorporating some of the basic concepts we're going to discuss today as part of your routine in your daily life going forward. If you find it to be helpful, of course, this is something that you can do quite easily. So all you'll need to participate in this mindfulness exercise is a couple of raisins. Now you don't have to use raisins, but most people have some kicking around somewhere in their cupboards. And if not, you can use some other simple food item, like a piece of fruit or cracker. So often we are racing around during the day, trying to cross items off of our to-do lists, or running from appointment to appointment, meeting to meeting. And we don't really have a lot of time for ourselves or to enjoy some of life's simple pleasures. But we do all need to eat. While it's a given that we will take time out of our day to eat, we may not always be truly focused on what it is that we're eating, or focused on the experience of eating, choosing instead to multitask and have our minds elsewhere. Think about how many times you have inhaled your food over your desk at work, or eaten while standing up at the counter, or while having a conversation, or maybe while watching TV. It's not unusual to realize that you've finished your meal without really giving it a second thought, or feeling like you even enjoyed it, savored the food that you're taking into your body for nourishment. So we're going to take this time today to really focus on the food, in this case the raisins, and attention to savor and allow it to nourish our bodies. So let's get started. First, you're obviously going to want to grab a few raisins, which I put here in this little glass cup. And you want to pick up just one at a time. And think about when you're holding the raisin, what it went through just to get to you today. So if you think about first, it began as a seed, and not just any seed, but a seed that was specifically chosen for the variety of grape based on the texture, the taste, moisture content, and the absence of seeds. Of course, it had to be planted and tended to for many months by farmers. Much of this process is still done by hand and includes watering, pruning, fertilizing, and irrigation. So after the grape reaches maturity, it's then harvested around late August through the month of September. And after they're harvested, they're inspected closely for quality to ensure the right color, taste, moisture content. And then they are dried in the sun and eventually packaged and shipped, often traveling great distances. Many, as we know, come from California, some overseas. And eventually, after their journey, they arrive at your local supermarket for your enjoyment. So, now that we've really spent time thinking about the life cycle from seed to grape to raisin to arriving at your door, let's get to the fun part, the sensory experience of eating the raisin. I know what you might be thinking, raisins are not that exciting, but looking at them with a new, fresh pair of eyes and really experiencing with all your senses might change your mind. So first start by noticing the raisin's color, kind of a mahogany brown in this instance. Pinching the raisin between your thumb and index finger, you'll notice its kind of squishy texture, slightly soft and sticky with wrinkles covering its little surface. Hold the raisin under your nose, and with each breath in, notice its aroma. What comes to mind for you? It smells earthy, sweet. Almost like a fig or a date, similar. Dried, so you can smell its sweetness. And as you do this, taking in the smell of the raisin, do you notice any other physical sensations in your body, such as when you smell the aroma, maybe your mouth starts to water, maybe your stomach starts to rumble with hunger? Go ahead and put the raisin up to your ear, giving it a gentle squeeze. What does it sound like? And when you're ready, either use this raisin or grab another that you haven't squished and go ahead and bring it to your mouth. When you bring the raisin to your mouth, notice how your tongue and your lips and mouth come together or work together to receive it. This is an automatic process that you don't even have to think about. Your body has this innate intelligence that does the work for you. Go ahead and chew. let it rest on your tongue as you explore the texture and flavors of its surface. The squishing between your teeth as you chew, and let the flavors kind of erupt, becoming more intense. I'm going to grab another raisin. Notice what it feels like as it begins to break down, going from rough to slightly chewy or sticky and getting very soft. And the flavors, at least in this instance, can be really powerful, tart, sweet. Notice the interplay of your tongue and teeth and saliva, the whole process, which is really very complex, coming together seamlessly so that you can eat this raisin. And typically, you don't even have to give it a second thought. Grab another one. I actually do like raisins. And as you eat the raisin, think of its journey and what we discussed, all that it took just to get to you, appreciating its raw beauty, a gift from nature, and its sweetness, conjured by the sun, providing nourishment for your body, aromatic, sticky, soft, and sweet, a perfect complement for your cereals, breads, cookies, trail mix. It's high in antioxidants and contains glucose, vitamin C, protein, and fiber, all packed into this tiny, tiny little raisin. And how fortunate we are to experience its wonderful taste and texture. Even if you don't really love raisins, simply paying attention to the experience with your senses, at the very least appreciating the process, what it took to get here, and its ability to provide nutrition in all of its tiny glory. The purpose of today's exercise, a meditation on eating, is to practice cultivating mindfulness or attention with intention, the present, moment by moment. And just as we talked about, the same practice can be repeated during any or all of your snacks or meals throughout the day. It really helps us to slow down, to calm down, quiet our bodies and minds, allowing to enjoy, savor, and make healthy, nourishing choices for our bodies and minds. This is a wonderful little exercise you may want to continue to practice. Maybe not with the raisin, something else, or just during your regular mealtime. So I hope you found it to be helpful, and as always, I thank you so very much for sharing this time and experience with me, and I look forward to connecting again soon. Until then, keep seeking. You never know what you might